On this week's Vacation Rental World Summit update, I'm pleased to introduce the first female speaker of this edition. Tyann Marcink is a friend of the summit from the very first day, and last year she gave a fantastic lesson on 6 steps to fabulous property photos. Let me share with you a super quick wrap-up of just a tiny fraction of what she covered.
Now, note that the very best option is to hire a professional vacation rental photographer, but we know that's not always possible. So the next option is for you to learn to do it yourself. And you need to understand that this is very, very important to presenting your home online in your listings as the best possible place. The 6 steps that we're going to go over are your tools, your settings, how to prep and stage the area, composing your photo and why it is so very, very important, to post-process your photos, and then to prepare your photos for upload to your listings. So in choosing the best camera for your fabulous vacation property photos, there's a few things you want to look at. First is the camera budget friendly? Now, this camera is one of those professional/consumer type cameras. The one after that is going to be a pretty pricey professional camera. You don't need to spend that type of money. So we're going to take this camera out of the lineup. So tool number 3 is the tripod. Now, you're not going to do any heavy-duty mountain climbing or anything like that. So just a lightweight, inexpensive one from your local discount superstore is just fine. This one here, basic Targus, spend $20 and you're good. Hold on. Why do you need a tripod? Why can't I just hold it in my hand? Good question. There are 2 very important reasons to use a tripod. The first one is we're going to be using very slow shutter speeds of several seconds, and you cannot hand-hold your camera for that long. You will end up with camera shake. You will not have a good, focused, sharp photo. The second one is when we compose our shots, you're going to need it in case you're in a corner, and once you get down low, it's going to be difficult to get back up. Step 3 is staging. Staging is completely different than your interior design. Interior design is your decor. Staging is setting up a scene, an experience, as if somebody just left the room. These 2 things go hand in hand together. You need some great decor, great interior design. Then you just go in and stage things, little things here and there. Then you've got a recipe for a great photograph. Okay, first thing we're going to look at is the kitchen and dining area. One of the things about vacation is food. Food also targets senses. It can also bring back emotions. And targeting those areas is a great idea to set a scene for your guests. When you set up your kitchen table, set it with your pretty dishes. Go get pretty dishes. Make sure, though, those pretty dishes are there for the guests to use and to recreate the scene that they saw, the scene that you photographed. It's a very plain hammock, not very much of a scene to recreate. But by adding pillows, a blanket, a hat, a book, just as if she got up to go take care of the kids or to grab a drink and she'll be back any moment, but instead you want to jump in and take that spot in the sand.
So that was just a tiny bit of the 60-minute session Tyann led last year. The great thing about that session was that she taught us how to take beautiful property photos like a pro without being a pro. So even though pros are pros for a reason, she showed us budget-friendly ways to face the issue with a grin, some fun, and pretty awesome results too. So Tyann, can you give us a little anticipation on what you're going to share with us this year?
Yes, we are going to talk about how to get travelers to fall in love with your property. We're going to discuss what is the most important photo that you need, that lead photo, how to grab the attention of the travelers as they're skimming through, sifting through all the different photo listings. What exactly is a traveler looking for? You've got only a few seconds to get their attention with your photo. It's also very important, more so now, because of how people are searching with mobile. And some of the listing sites, when you look at them on their mobile app or on their mobile website, the main thing that you see, again, is the photo, and you don't always have a listing headline or any type of wording or copy to go with that photo. So it is even more important that that photo can grab their attention, can get them to fall in love with your property right away, make them more interested and want to search you out more.
So by looking at your outline, I know that we'll be deciphering what makes travelers fall in love with your property, determining who your ideal guest is, capturing the attention of those guests, setting up the shot, and composing the image. So make sure you mark your calendar for the summit, and if you want to get to know more of Tyann's works, she just released the Ultimate Guide to Vacation Rental Photography, her latest ebook with a foreword by Tom Hale, and whose link you'll see below. The ebook is half off for this week, and she's having a raffle where she's giving away her favorite tripod and a 60-minute Skype session with her to celebrate. So make sure you check Tyann's link below, and meanwhile sign up to receive our weekly updates if you haven't done it yet, because we'll be opening up the early bird registration soon, and it will only last a few days. And I promise that you don't want to miss out on the options we have in store for you, as I listened to all the great suggestions you gave me a few weeks ago, and I think we came up with some pretty awesome formulas. So if you have any questions you'd like to ask me or Tyann, or if there's anything in particular that you remember from Tyann's session last year, let us know in the comment box below, and keep following us next week as we unleash our next speaker for the event.